I am legitimately over everybody complaining about controller. Like, there's no intro, there's nothing here, there's no script, there's nothing. This is just gonna be me talking about controller and how sick and tired of it I am. And you know what I'm sick and tired of? It's not the controller. It's not the controller, because I play on controller. I don't know if you know that, but I play on controller and keyboard and mouse. I play on both. So I feel like I have a pretty good opinion with this. Let's get this out of the way. Aim assist. It used to be overpowered. There's no doubt in my mind about that. You can watch plenty of clips and you can see it. And I abused it myself, and it was straight up overpowered when the World Cup qualifiers were a thing. And you want to know how many people made it into the World Cup with controller? 4. 4 people made it in, alright? At least in the solos anyways. 96 other players were on keyboard and mouse. Alright? So don't give me this, oh, controller's so overpowered stuff now after they've heavily nerfed it. Don't give me that. And you know what? If you're on mouse and keyboard, straight up, keyboard and mouse, it's more precise than a controller ever will be. Like, literally, you have to be brain dead to think otherwise. Just look at any clip. Any clip. I'll play some on screen for you if you want. Look at how damn precise that guy is on the keyboard and mouse. I don't see controllers being able to do that. Hence why they've got aim assist. That's why they've got aim assist. Because they need it. They need it, alright? And you know what? If somebody on controller breaks into your box and sprays you with an SMG, sure, you can complain about it. You can be mad about it. Or you could do this. You're on keyboard and mouse. Maybe you should flick him in the head with your pump. Hit him for 200 with your pump. Just flick him. Because you can't flick on controller. Not accurately anyways. That's for sure. So maybe learn to flick better. You know, maybe don't blame the controller, man. Instead of blaming the controller, how about we look for a way to outplay the guy on controller? Why is everybody just like, nah, man, controller's way too overpowered. We need to get this shit out of the game. Why are we doing that? Like, straight up, why are we doing that? Why don't we have a positive mindset? And instead of doing that, you know, and just bitching and moaning and complaining about how controller's so overpowered and how it needs to be out of the game and how everybody on controller on 240Hz is a bunch of cheaters and all that kind of shit and just, oh, dude, just all that bullshit. How about instead of doing that, we'd be positive about it and say, hey, man, I got outgunned on a controller. You know what? 10 years ago, man, literally anybody who was on keyboard and mouse, like, bro, if you died to a controller, like, it was embarrassing. Now people just straight up complain about how controller is better. How did we 180 like that? Straight up, I don't know how it happened. I legitimately don't know how it happened. And it's literally only in Fortnite that I have really seen this complaint. It's sort of gone into, like, the new Modern Warfare, Warzone. I've seen people complaining about it in a tournament the other day, how controller's overpowered, and it's just, it's literally infecting everyone, man. It's actually that insane. It is literally infecting everybody. Everybody's just complaining about how controller is super overpowered. Guess what? It's not. It's legitimately not. You get 2 plastic little rubber thingies, analog sticks, to aim with. Alright? They're not nearly as precise as a mouse. They will never be as precise as a mouse. And because of that, aim assist is needed. It straight up is needed. You can look at any pro player who plays on controller and takes their aim assist off, they will lose a solid chunk of their ability to aim. That's just the truth to it. And you can say, oh, well, they're nothing without aim assist. The fact of the matter is that's what they're comfortable with, that's what they choose to play with. And you, as a mouse and keyboard player, if you're complaining about it and you're mad about it, get better, man. Straight up, just get better. That's legitimately what it is. Go into Kovacs. Go play OS. Whatever it is that you do to improve your aim. Go and improve your aim. Stop being a just negative piece of shit. Honestly, man, just stop, because I'm so fed up with it, man. I'm so fed up with seeing it. It's all over my Twitter. It's literally all I see in every single stream. Like, everybody's complaining about it. Everybody's being toxic about it. It is actually ridiculous. And you know what? It's actually destroying Fortnite as a whole. It really is. And I know that Fortnite hasn't been the best recently with, you know, the season being delayed. They're not doing too many updates. You know, the new chapter of Fortnite hasn't been too great. And you know what's making it worse? Everybody complaining about controller and just having a whinge like they're a bunch of 10-year-olds. Grow the hell up.